Over the last 50 years, Jeremy Grantham has built a career on spotting disasters before they happen. Managing hundreds of billions of dollars, he accurately called the top of the tech crash in 2000 and the housing crisis in 2008. There is an ambient stress to modern life that acts as a warning gauge. Homes cost 10 times the average family income, savings are dwindling, and general health is in decline. We are operating a system pushed deep into the red. Most financial advisors tell the public to stay the course and keep buying. But Grantham notes that these experts are financially incentivized to keep you in the market. They only collect their management fees as long as you don't sell. This chart illustrates the true scale of the problem. We are living inside 3 overlapping bubbles: financial, biological, and societal. Each one is expanding toward a simultaneous breaking point. Surviving the next decade means unlearning conventional wisdom. You have to change how you invest and how you live before the system resets. Querious. Artificial intelligence is poised to automate industries and rewrite the global labor market. But for an investor, that promise is a warning. Historically, the most impactful technologies, from the railroads to the early internet, attract so much capital that they create catastrophic financial bubbles. This bar chart tracks capital expenditures. The Magnificent Seven, tech giants like Alphabet and Microsoft, are pouring hundreds of billions into AI infrastructure. They are engaged in a ruthless war, spending at a rate that future profits may never justify. Wall Street firms rarely issue warnings to sell during these cycles. Their business models rely on the fees generated during bull markets, meaning they have a structural reason to keep you invested until the peak. Grantham's defensive strategy is straightforward: exit the U.S. stock market. He advises diversifying into international equities in Europe, Japan, and emerging markets, where valuations remain far more realistic. The second half of the playbook involves government bonds. By lending money to the government, you secure a reliable interest rate, or yield. It is a way to preserve capital without the volatility of a tech-heavy portfolio. Preserving wealth requires the courage to step away from the hype. You have to recognize the signs of a bubble before the historical patterns of 1929 repeat themselves. Beyond the markets, our biological health is showing a similar decline. Since 1970, global sperm counts have dropped by an average of 2.5% every year. If this trajectory continues, the median couple will require clinical intervention to conceive within 20 years, hitting 0 by 2045. The primary culprits are endocrine disruptors, chemicals that hijack human hormones. These include microplastics and forever chemicals, or PFAS, which are legally permitted in our food packaging, tap water, and cosmetics. This side-by-side comparison reveals the regulatory gap. The European Union has banned over 1,300 toxic chemicals from personal care products. The US FDA has banned exactly 11. You can reduce your exposure by auditing your home environment. Buy organic for heavily sprayed produce, avoid plastic food containers, and eliminate processed cosmetics, especially during pregnancy. You must defend your own bloodstream from a toxic environment with the same rigor you use to protect your savings. These financial and biological struggles meet at a societal breaking point. When the average person cannot afford a home or a family, the social contract begins to dissolve. This pyramid chart shows the current concentration of capital. The top 1% of the population now holds 31% of the nation's wealth, while the bottom 50% shares just 2.5%. This divide mirrors the extreme disparities of the 1880s Gilded Age, a period defined by massive wealth and deep instability. Macroeconomic studies of these wealth peaks show that systems rarely reset through gentle policy changes. Instead, history identifies 3 primary triggers for a reset: total state failure, mass mobilization warfare, or revolution. The psychological toll is immense. Even middle-class earners feel increasingly squeezed, leading to widespread anger, isolation, and a loss of faith in public institutions. A system that prioritizes corporate profit over the health and housing of its citizens will eventually cannibalize itself. Our modern era is defined by a pursuit of unchecked growth that has become toxic to our wallets, our bodies, and our neighbors. You can no longer assume that corporations, investment banks, or government agencies are acting to protect your well-being. Grantham suggests we must return to defending the commons. These are the shared necessities for any civilization to function: clean air, uncontaminated water, and healthy children. Your resilience playbook involves taking direct control. Move your money away from the US tech hype. Audit the chemicals inside your home and learn a practical trade, skills like engineering or mechanical repair that remain valuable regardless of the digital economy. While the macroeconomic outlook is daunting, the actions you take to secure your own health and finances are empowering. Surviving the coming reset is about the courage to protect your family and your community. In a world that prioritizes profit over people, defending your humanity is the ultimate investment.